Hello and welcome to literal previews of big bike races. I'm the little guy Matt, and we are brought to you by the Wide Angle Podium Network, the biggest little podcast network out there. Today we're here to talk about Milan San Remo 2020. Few things are different about this race than the previous many years. One, it's August. Two, many of the towns along the route said no thank you to bike racing this year. They would rather have beachgoers being able to cross the street. So, rather than having the usual route, right, you see it right there, one long climb, and then a long procession along the coast until we get to the Caprese, the Scarponi Bridge, and then the Poggio into San Remo. We will have this map this year. Two bigger climbs more inland, and we don't even get to the coast until we get to Caprese, the Scarponi Bridge, and the Poggio. Now, might make it a little bit of a different race. It might even still be the same race. It's still super long. This year is actually 10K longer, so it's like 290 something, almost 99 kilometers just on that edge of 300. But it's still the hardest race to call. Will there be attacks? Will there be a sprint finish at the end? We don't usually know, and that's what makes it one of the more exciting races on the calendar. So, to find out what kind of race we'll have and what teams will do well, because it's really hard to pick riders, because every team comes with basically like either a sprinter and an attacker, or just an attacker, or they're an Italian team. So, to figure that out, we have my patented Scale of San Remo. So, you've got your sprinter teams will be on this side, and you've got your attacking teams on this side. And we'll put some of the teams up there. And if they're still standing at the end, we can see which way the race will tilt and which teams will execute their game plan for the day. So they may not win, but this will give us a clue into who will do well and what to look for in the race. So let's throw a couple teams up on the board. First, let's see Movistar and Matthew Van Der Poel's Alpecin team. So Van Der Poel definitely sprinting today. And Movistar, who knows what they're doing. Let's see. We've got the Androni team and Ineos. Ineos, maybe a little more sprints. But, we already had some teams not executing properly. Now we've got Total Direct Energy. They do have a sprinter. And then we've got EF Education First. Definitely there with the attacks with Bettiol this year. Oh, Bettiol not having a good race neither. Simon Clark. Sorry, Mitch. Not going to be your guys' year. Sunweb and Cofidis. Now, Sunweb's going to have a multi-pronged attack. Cofidis is just there with Viviani. But our man in Australia, Michael Matthews, not going to get the job done this year. Let's see. Bora and Israeli Cycling Academy. Well, Sagan's going to attack, I think, and Israeli's waiting for the sprint. So far, things are going to plan. Now we've got UAE, multi-pronged attack. They're kind of in the middle, and Trek coming just with the Nibali train. UAE is one to watch. Christoph, Podokar, probably someone I'm not remembering. Bahrain Merida, also a lot of fast guys on that team. And then Lotto Soudal, Ewan and Gilbert. Pretty good two-pronged attack. Ooh, a lot of teams are getting the job done so far. But we've got some weirdo teams to throw in here. Mitchells and Scott and Russvello. Oh, and that didn't work out for anybody. AG2R and FDJ, the two French teams. We've got one for the attacks and FDJ for the sprints. Not the French year. Let's see. Wout van Aert and GVA, two teams with strong Belgians. Opposite poles. Wout's not going to have it today, but look at that GVA. Now we've just got some wildcard teams left. Wanty Gilbert and KTM or something. I think Watty's going to attack. Immediately fell down on the job. We've got this something other team that I don't remember who they are. They're Italian. They're getting the job done. There's a loose hair. Ineos. Oh, not working. And then NTT. On paper, a good team. In the race, will they be a good team? No. Took out some other teams. Oh! And look at that. At the last minute, the scales have tipped. And we've got Total Direct Energy, Bahrain Merida, and Ineos left for a small bunch sprint. So, there you have it. Bonafide, Cortina, and Swift sprinting it out on the Via Roma or whatever it's called. So that will be your 2020 Milan San Remo. There's no arguing with the Predictor 5000 here. And stop back next week where I'm sure I will have more of these previews